maybe now. Hopefully now. Yeah. We're just starting with issues. That's how this is gonna go, apparently. All right. Um, hopefully now that that's over, um, we're looking at music today. A lot of music. Uh, I had a bunch of stuff I could have done last week, but didn't get to. Um, I mean, last week was a little bit unusual because it was my 5th streaming anniversary anyways. So, yeah, things were a little bit different last week. But um just I think yesterday Bao dropped another new song. This is like 3 in a month. It is crazy the rate that she's just popping out original songs. So, we are totally gonna take a listen. And that's where we're starting. Let me crank the volume up.
It's really starting to get to me, being the one with the sunken eyes. I've spent a long time playing the victim, but I took some time, got it out of my system. Hours into days, days into forever. Anger is a thing that's so hard to sever. So it's been a minute and more than one limit reached. I need my demons to take a seat. Sometimes I feel like burning it all to the ground, starting over, letting go of the seeking closure. I'm getting closer to breaking out of always breaking down. So let's tear it down together here tonight. It's all a matter of framing right. Take another shot, then kill the lights. Tonight I'm gonna dance till I die with somebody. We're gonna set this whole place on fire.
Okay. Okay. I gotta start doing a little bit of analysis to this. Um, I gotta say, to start out, I don't really like the way she sings the opening. It's very flat. The only like dynamic aspect to it is the like backing vocals that we get, so it becomes like a chorus at times. But the rest of it is very flat. Uh, she only really gets like dynamic when she gets into this new part. And, we have the screen change to go with that, even. Uh, that's when everything picks up, and, she lets her voice explore her range more, which I appreciate. It just, it felt really weird listening to her, like, only sing in, like, the upper part of her head register, that whole initial segment. And it was very, like, monotone. Not entirely, but there was, like, very little difference. Um, what I tend to refer to a lot as, like, spoken word poetry, because that's how it feels. A lot of spoken word poetry is read that way. So, yeah, that's my first thoughts on this. I am starting to enjoy it now that we get into this new dynamic parts. Though, those lyrics, uh, we literally just had a line that I think went something like, "Tonight I'm gonna dance till I die with someone else on the dance floor," I believe is the line. Yeah, that's not disturbing at all. Nope, nope. All right, back to it.
Till I die with somebody, we're gonna set this whole place on fire. Can we pretend that it's all just fine? No regrets, just this one time. I'll take your hand if you take mine.
she loves to come out with new versions of that line. And it always just cracks me up because I'm like, girl, we don't want to dance till we die, okay? That sounds really bad. I love the way that she's singing them dynamically at this point, though. There's a lot of playfulness in her voice now that she's not doing that monotone sound anymore. Yeah, I do really like that. Anyways, let's let her finish.
Pushing the pain aside, we're gonna dance till we die and take this night to finally feel alive. So let's tear it down, let's tear it all down. It's all a matter of framing right. Take another shot, then kill the lights. Tonight we're gonna dance till we die. We'll set this whole place on fire. Can we pretend that it's all true? It's fine, no regrets, just this one time. I'll take your hand if you take mine. Let's forget it's a mess till the daylight.
I think we definitely have to freeze it right here on the final screen where it just has her name in the title. It feels fitting, very fitting. Um, so what else do I want to say about this? Um, this is both a very pop sound for this song, and at least after the beginning monotone part, it is very much a rock song too. It's on the lighter side of rock, but it's still rock. And I think it's a pretty good mix of the two. I love it when she actually gets playful with her voice, exploring her range more, make it so much more dynamic. And the fact that we start at like practically total monotone is such an interesting and conflicted sort of thing for me. Because I like the dynamic parts, I don't really like the monotone part at the beginning. I wish she'd done it somehow differently at the start. I'm not sure how I would prefer to it at that. How I would prefer her to have done it, but maybe done it more as like a choral arrangement at the beginning. Because that you can get away more with it being much more flat when it's like sung chorally. When there's more than just one vocal line. Because it will still be interesting to us to hear it, even if it is relatively flat. So yeah, I think she should probably use that trick more at the beginning, make it more interesting for the first 45 seconds, and then let her do the rest solo vocal, um, where she's just singing along on her own, and have that be the wildly dramatic parts. Um, that's kind of a bit like what they do in like operas quite often. Um, things that are like operatic. So like the music for Claire Obscure, for instance, has a lot of choral arrangements and also singular vocal lines. And they mix those two things together to make something far more interesting. I would have liked if she'd done something more like that, where it starts out maybe even kind of a whole different tone, where it's all sung like it's a choral arrangement, and then it explodes into a rock medley. I think that would have been more interesting. And we get this really, really light touch of that because, like, she'll sing a couple of words at a time chorally in the first parts. But yeah, I would have liked the beginning of the song to be as interesting as the back parts. Because really, if I were going to listen to this again, I would be like, yeah, let's just skip that first like 40 seconds and just skip to the dynamic part. Probably not what an artist should want us to like think about for a song. All right. I think that's most of my thoughts on this one. And we have more music to get to.